Kagan.
Hi, what's good, Olawisi?
Welcome to the show.
It's
Do
good
you
to
want
see
to
you.
start by talking about the proposal?
We just agreed that nobody was going to
Who
talk to me
agreed
about
with
this
you?
proposal.
At least now we know I'm not the one stressing you.
Alright, let's talk about it. What do you want to know?
Yeah.
Who is she? Where did you meet her? How did you meet her?
I have never met her in my life.
Your girlfriends.
I have
feel
never
you're
met her in
lying.
my
I feel
life.
Like you're lying. I feel like it was actually a proposal.
I would.
You're just doing indemnity.
So a lot of people believe this, right? That why would I spend that kind of money doing a fake proposal?
Good.
I am a crazy person. And I promise you, before that day, before like 10, 12 minutes before we shot, I have never seen that person in my life. I have never seen that person.
Well, all the
in my
girlfriends
life.
can rest easy now. Like,
Most of them left because they believed the
they'll
proposal.
come back
wow.
tomorrow.
They
They'll
left.
What was that what you were trying to achieve?
Yes,
To
sir.
get rid of them and
Yeah.
reduce my Valentine outlay.
No.
Okay.
It crossed my mind. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
It crossed my mind. But I didn't expect them to exodus en masse. It crossed my mind. I won't lie.
You didn't think women were going to be salty.
I expected them to be salty, but I just expected them to like talk first,
How
communicate.
many rational salty women have you met?
Good
I don't
question.
even know many rational women, period.
Uh-huh.
So salty is a stretch.
Wow.
You see?
It's a stretch.
I mean, I'm literally the only rational woman
That
Kagan
he knows. Oh wow.
If you say so.
Now that makes us question the definition of. All right. Okay. So the thing now is now that most of them are left,
Yes.
the few that are left with you,
Yes.
you get what I mean?
Yeah.
They are going to make Valentine worth the while, right?
I do not know. We'll see now.
When they are
It's
still angry
still a
for
few
proposal.
days.
If it's you, will you
A
make
few days
Valentine
away.
worthwhile?
So when the
It
day
depends.
comes.
It depends.
It's also quite possible I will not be available at all on Valentine. I'll probably be driving cross country. It depends, you know. It
This
depends
is-
on what the day brings.
Kagan is doing this intentionally.
This is
He wants
public.
to avoid having to answer to too many girlfriends at the same time.
I'm
You
answering to
know.
everybody now.
It will
I'm
not
answering.
work, it will not work.
Okay. Yeah, no.
So I think my because we are channel this towards helping small businesses.
Yep.
Right.
Two things that I know about you. You started from scratch.
I did.
I know that story.
Okay.
I also know you've had downtime.
You know,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
some of us don't.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He's going to tell us.
All right.
People have made it look like, oh, being a success is a just keep going thing. And I think I have a problem with that personally.
Okay.
Because it's not. I know it's not. But I need somebody who has a louder voice than me, clearly,
Okay.
to tell people this is not it. To tell people that, okay, as big as I am.
What if I don't agree with you?
Then let's say that. I think.
So tell
What if
me-
I don't
tell
agree?
me why, and I would.
Okay,
I would-
so you're going to hear things like success is about consistency.
Okay.
You just have to stick with it and keep doing it. But you don't agree with that because like you can keep doing the same thing and then continue to fail, right?
Yeah.
Right, you're not wrong. But I'm going to give you another analogy that proves that I'm right or that statement or inference is right. If you have a child who is crawling,
Okay.
eventually they're going to learn to walk, right? They will stand up multiple times, they will fail. They will crawl and try to stand and try to take steps, they will fail. But eventually they are going to walk, still trying to do the exact same
Yeah.
thing, right? The process didn't change, right? The fact that they wanted to walk didn't change, the intent didn't change, the desire didn't change. The only thing that changed was their skill level because they kept on practicing, right? So there's something that changes in you as a person when you continue to try to do, even as a business, when you continue to try to do the same thing, you're going to learn everything that is wrong with your methods. You're going to refine them. You're going to find a better way to do it, and then you're going to get it done.
So fail
This is
forward.
why consistency is so important. Fail early, fail often, fail forever until you get it done. So consistency does work. It just depends on your
So
perspective.
that has put me in my place. But you see, stubborn me is still thinking, it gets to a point where you just go to the hospital and they tell you this child can't walk and then you just get a wheelchair.
Oh my God, you are right. You are absolutely right. I am not going to dispute physical and health condition or mental conditions or anything like that, right? But technology is also moving fast. So if that child still insists that one day I'm going to walk and then tomorrow the technology comes out that allows that child to walk, regardless of whatever diagnosis they had, they will get the opportunity because they stayed steadfast and they didn't give up.
But then.
As
there's-
opposed to going to the village and staying there and be drinking agua and expecting a miracle that's not going to come or worshipping some god, right? Because they will have removed themselves from society and they will never know when that update finally comes.
But
But
that's
if
that's
they
the-
stay steadfast, the update will eventually come. There are people who are in cryo chambers today because they didn't want to die.
Yes,
because they
people
believe in
die.
future there's going to be an opportunity to live longer. I don't think they're crazy.
Until-
I won't do it, but I don't think they're crazy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because at some point, truly,
Everyone
the technology
has
might
their
come. And if it comes, even if it's 1,000 years from now, they get to live again.
But you see, the thing for small businesses is, your story is unique.
Okay.
Kagan, honestly.
Okay.
Because you can fail and fail and fail and fail.
Right.
And then eventually you just run out of funds to continue. And you know, okay, you know what, I'm just going to go and take a 9 to 5. Because I cannot die and I have to pay rent.
All right,
You're always complaining about paying rent.
let's paint a picture with that. You are right. Okay, you are absolutely right. I will not dispute the fact that you can run out of funds and not be able to continue. This is why, for example, in my business, content creation, I will always tell content creators that they should have a job. The reason why I'm able to have the business that I have now, maintain it, take care of my people, love them, respect them, they will tell you, anyone who works for me, that Kagan Tech is the best company to work anywhere in Nigeria.
I saw your
They know it. They love it and they love me. A company where you can come in 12 midday, if you like, 2 p.m., wearing your slippers and short knicker, and you do your job. If you do it in 30 minutes and you don't, go home.
Okay, we love our job and they allow us freedom. We might not be able to come in at 12 midday, I love my job.
The point I'm trying to make is, because I have worked in settings where they insist you wear a suit and tie, and they insist you dress a certain way, come in at a certain time, you enter Lagos traffic and do this. And I've seen how much that doesn't work.
Yeah.
I was able to infuse a system that works with my people. And the way that I was able to learn that is by learning what wasn't working for other companies. It's after people are leaving companies, you start to hear about how the environment is toxic.
Yeah.
And how they were being maltreated. When they were there, they will not tell you because they are scared.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So
Yeah.
it's just what it is.
True.
It's just what it is.
Kagan, I want to go back to something you said earlier.
Okay.
We're still waiting to hear your story though. But something you said about technology helping, the analogy about the child trying to go and
walk,
technology
right,
coming
right.
in and helping the child walk. Now contextualizing, because of course people know that we're talking about business in that context. Now in a place like Nigeria,
Okay.
technology gets here late.
Yes.
Certain things get here late.
Yes, definitely.
And some of the businesses we're talking about are domiciled in Nigeria. They are domiciled in Africa.
All right.
And what that means is that where the things technology is able to fix in
Over
other
there it
places,
can't fix here.
And what that means over time is that you get to lose. You don't have the staying power. Things
Right.
technology would have fixed for
Fix
you.
for you.
It is unable to fix because it is not here yet.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about things that happen online. We all have access.
I'll give you a fine
to.
example of what you're saying, logistics.
Yeah.
There's places in the
Exactly.
UK where you can use a drone to quickly
Exactly.
deliver something
Exactly.
to somebody, maybe medical
Exactly.
emergencies and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, you call dispatch rider, you give them, you can first go and buy a bar. For the
Yeah,
next
no,
1 hour,
I've had
30
that
minutes,
experience.
he's not answering the call.
Absolutely.
He takes it home overnight,
Yeah.
he's rude to you on the phone, he still
And
doesn't
told us
deliver.
that his
I
mommy had an
completely get
accident
it.
and
Yeah.
his phone fell.
But see, that's a people problem, not a technology problem. It's a lack of education problem. It's a not understanding the importance of your responsibility
Okay,
problem.
that's true.
It's a people problem.
Yeah.
It's the same way we blame politicians, but the people who are in politics are the people.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at is how do businesses maneuver this kind
All
of
this.
peculiar?
So
yeah.
when in Rome, right, a lot of people want to come into industries and disrupt.
Yeah.
Is it disrupt that
Yeah,
they used to call it?
disrupt,
yeah.
Disrupt, right. They want to come and, hey, we have this tech, we have this AI, we have this. Now Lagos you day. You are in Lagos Island first. Okay, you want to disrupt the entire delivery system and the entire logistics system. First, find the staff that will ride those bikes and train them well. Don't just hire anybody who is available, who fits into your budget. Like you want to disrupt that, no problem. Train the staff first. This is one thing that is very, very missing. I had a very bad experience with GoCada once,
Okay.
where my previous assistant wanted to send me something, and I think it was business cards that we had just made. She had sent it, and she paid. Obviously, she didn't tell me she paid because I'm very busy. I'm not with my phone all the time. She just
Okay.
told me, I've sent it, dropped me a message, I've sent it, the rider should call you, blah, blah. Rider called me, told me, oh, my bill is so amount. I can't remember what it was. I paid again.
Wow.
No
Then she
way.
calls him and she's like, oh, why did you take another payment from my
Yeah.
boss? And he just said sorry and blocked her.
Whoa.
Here's the problem with that. He didn't know who she was. She was Kagan's assistant, and I was not going to let that stand. Unfortunately for GoCada as well, they didn't know who she was because I wasn't involved. And she sent several emails, and she was ignored.
Wow.
That pissed me off. I got back home, and then I sat down in front of my camera, and I made a takedown video.
Wow.
I have not heard of GoCada since then. They sent several emails, made calls, tried to take down my TikTok account. None of it worked. The damage was already done. You see the problem?
Yeah.
It's a people problem. And then until you start to actually find people who are willing to put businesses and people in their place for not doing their jobs.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me that was explicitly Gokada's fault, but in a way it also was.
Yeah.
Because if you only hired riders that you trained, trusted, could undo, could hold accountable, things like that would not happen. There's also the issue of people not getting paid enough.
Well, but I think honestly, right, businesses need to learn to take accountability. You see that problem?
Yes.
You would have fixed it with one apology.
A response from Gokada to the lady.
Simple.
I would have never been involved.
Yeah.
But they didn't do it. They kept on ignoring her because she was a nobody,
Even if you never hear,
technically.
it would probably be as gist.
So until somebody important came into the conversation, she
didn't
did not
matter.
get justice.
Yeah.
That's another problem with,
So that's
and
what
it's
we're
people,
saying.
because Gokada, their boss, would now call you and tell you that, oh, it's the person who is supposed to be working in customer service, pointing up the problem and then telling me they fired her. I should please take down the video. It will never happen again. Let's collaborate. You know, they'll try to offer you money. Let's do a video together. I'm just like, I resemble your tech content. Are you joking? Do you think that's what we're doing here? Do you understand the problem? It's a people problem first of all.
Okay.
Once the people are right, the technology will work.
Okay, so
I mean, think about beavers. It's a people problem. It's a people problem. It is. Mr. Yakubu, it is. It is.
okay, so I think this brings me to my second question.
Okay.
You run a business.
I do.
You have people who are happy.
Yes, I do.
I know you pay them well
Okay.
because I saw the video
What video?
and I was almost jealous of the video.
What video?
The end of the year video.
Oh, the dinner. Okay.
Lord,
Okay,
that
one.
video made me feel all types of jealous. But I'm very happy where I am too, so it's fine.
Okay, okay.
No issue.
Okay.
My question is this: how do you manage? And I say manage because I know that you reject jobs.
I do.
I have seen you. In fact, I've rejected some from me because we won't go into that.
Yes,
We've
I
left
do.
that place, so
Yes,
we're
I do.
fine. I know you reject jobs.
Yes, I do.
The average tech content creator or
Right.
tech influencer
All right.
will not reject a job.
Yeah, because they
will
need the
just-
money.
Yeah. You would also want to pay, but you find the balance between, okay, I want to make money
Okay.
and
I need to
I'm
give
just
myself
going-
respect and my
exactly,
brand.
Yeah. I'm going to still have integrity.
All right.
And this is me shading you, but we know you have money, so maybe it doesn't matter. But
Okay.
there are some of them who it matters to because this
Yes.
is where they feed.
Yes, of course.
How
People
do
have
you
families
find
to
the
feed.
balance? Because you have consistently tried,
Right.
right? Yeah, you'll still talk about the down times,
Right.
but you have consistently tried
Mm.
when people have come before and after you and failed.
Yes, yes.
They have hit their peak and dropped flat.
True.
How do you maintain that balance? How do you still keep your integrity?
It's an honesty thing. So I'll tell you something. Just this is free information that you're not going to find anywhere else, right? Back when tech content creation was still very young, right? There's a way that brands work where, you know, for example, a smartphone brand would send you the phone, then they'll send you like a kickback, small money, attend the event, talk about the device, and then they'll call it a review, right? While that was happening, the brand will reach out to me and say they want to send me the phone, pay me some money. I'll say, oh, I don't charge. Just send me the device.
Oh well.
If they decide not to send the device, on the day the device is available in the market, I'll go, I'll buy it, and I'll do my review.
Wow.
I will tell you exactly what I think about it. That used to piss them off. Because now, see, you didn't pay me. You don't get to tell me what to say. If I say something you don't like about the device,
You can't
you have to
control.
take it like that. Other tech content creators or whatever at that time were basically in the brand's pockets. I wasn't. So I was like the outcast.
And you did it to the point where iPhone actually started sending good.
I was
devices to Nigeria.
the outcast, and a lot of people hated me for it. As a matter of fact, people in the agencies that worked for these brands would say things to me like they think I'm stupid or I'm not very wise. I was playing the long game.
Yeah.
See, because, and I'm not saying this is what I'm doing, no, but like, if you play the long game enough and everybody trusts you, 10 years down the line, when you finally get your time in the sun, yeah, if you decide to start taking all the money from all the brands, people will still trust you. And at that point, you are the only person the brands want to work with because you're the only voice people want to listen to.
Yeah, that's true.
Instead of taking 2 naira today, you can take 200 naira tomorrow. Calm down. I understand you have to feed. And I understand. This is why I always say, try and have a job. You cannot make a living out of lying to people. That cannot be your entire thing, right? If all you do is just take money from brands and that's the only time you make videos about the product, why should I trust you? You're a salesman. You're not a reviewer. You understand?
Yeah.
I have a friend, Okpeyemi Famakin. He calls himself biggest food critic in Nigeria, allegedly. Some people believe it's me, I don't. But my point is...
I don't.
No. But
I just
my
called him his friend now.
he's my friend. Oh no, we banter, so he will get the joke when he sees
Okay.
it. But my point is, people trust him because at least he goes to the restaurants with his, time and his money, and he does the review, and nobody knows who he is there. He buys the food. If he doesn't like it, he'll come online and tell us this is how they treat random people
then you
at
find
the
out
restaurant.
who he is.
You get, and then you find out later, and then the owner of the restaurant is blowing. Okay, the damage is already done.
Yeah.
The only solution now is to fix your service. That's what he does. That's why I still respect him as a friend, even though I don't agree with many other things that he does.
Okay.
You have to have some sort of integrity as a person.
Yeah.
If you can be bought and paid for, so every brand coming to me and saying they're willing to pay my rate card doesn't mean when you send me an email and you say I should send my rate card, I'll first ask you, what is the brand? What is it about?
Yeah,
Send me
testify,
details.
testify.
I will go and research. If I see a name I don't like on your board of directors, you will never hear from me again.
Wow.
It's not possible.
Before I officially knew Kagan and we started talking, he had rejected me via mail before.
Wow.
He didn't know.
Wow.
He did not know.
Oh my
I
God.
just know he ghosted. I sent email, not seen. And it was a big name. I was wondering, how dare you?
Thank God the truth
you
is
have
there.
money to give you. What do you mean? I didn't even like him that time because I was wondering who the
You see that statement, we had money to give you? I worked very hard to make sure that never means anything to me. I worked hard to make sure that whether brands are paying me money or not, though, I can feed my people. Everybody's fine. Nobody's going hungry.
Yeah.
As Kagan Tech is functioning as a company, if we never take another brand deal till the end of the year, salaries will still be paid on the 23rd of every month. I have made sure of it.
I like the fact that it's 23rd. Now I can say it's a brand.
No, I have made sure of it. I have made sure that nobody's ever going to. And if anybody ever comes in the company and says, oh, I need my salary early, I need this, I need time off, I need 2 weeks, I need to do this, be going home. I don't stress my people, and that's why they're happy. And that's why they give me the best ideas.
I mean, see them looking very
They literally just fooled the entire country with a fake proposal. They did that for me. It was not my idea, in case you don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Kagan, how did you put that kind of structure in place, for
yeah.
businesses who also want to?
Is to not think of it like a business. I think of my people like my family. So I think of them as my kids, as my siblings, as people that I genuinely care about, because I would never hire somebody that I could not invest in, right? Beyond Kagan, and I encourage them to have other jobs.
Wow.
I encourage them to have a second job. You can ask, they're right here, there's three, you can ask them.
Owner, before you start doing that.
I encourage them,
matters.
yes, I encourage them to have other jobs for two reasons. First off, every single time anyone that works for me has tried to have another job, it will take less than a month or two, maybe 3 max. They will run back and say they're not interested. They will keep this one job because it's too much stress. You pay me better. You don't stress me out. I'm comfortable here.
Someone is clearing their throat behind the camera.
Okay.
Am I missing something?
So yeah, it's very important for them to experience what is outside. That way they would value
No, I actually agree with
what they have
Yeah.
with
The
Kagan
grass
Tech.
is always greener on the
On the other side. So
Yeah.
go and live on the other side.
And
right?
then you realize
But I will keep this one for you. I'll keep you here.
actually take them back?
I don't chase. No, I don't. You stay here. You keep working for me, but get another job on the side.
Okay.
Think of it as a side also, right? Maybe a remote position or something. Do it and see how it feels
But
like.
how do you ensure that the side hustles don't
Interact or disturb
what they're doing for
That's
you?
the thing.
That's why I was saying that you
Yeah.
can come to work at 1 p.m. and leave at 1:30, as long as you do
Get the
what is
job
on
done.
your.
Yeah.
Most of it is creative work. A lot of people who do 9 to 5s in Lagos, for example, clock in at 9, they're out by 5. They don't want to think about that job until they
Actually,
get back to work.
yeah.
The kind of people that work for me can wake up 2 a.m. and text me and say, I have this idea. The reason why they are that way is because they are happy and comfortable where they are.
Sure,
Yeah.
Because they know that if they wake up at 7 and say, I have a headache, I can't come to work today, I'm like, okay, see you whenever. I know that they are working for me over time, 24 hours a day, essentially. They're not doing any physical work. It's mental.
Yeah.
Right? So they are for me all the time.
Yeah.
I have their undivided attention. They are thinking up ideas. They're trying to make the company better. They know that our success is tied together.
Yeah.
And this is another thing I want to advise a lot of companies to do because they don't do it. We have bonuses in everybody's contracts in the several millions to just keep them happy.
Wow.
My personal assistant is bonuses. In the millions, by the way, is written in there that his only requirement is to stay employed. And the reason why that is that way is because I have met this person.
And I don't like this
no.
direction.
I know that.
Guys at the back.
Let me explain. Let me explain the idea behind this.
Okay.
He's an extremely talented person. He's a Swiss Army knife. He can solve any problem.
Okay.
If you're in the middle of Sudan right now, stranded, and you can find a phone and call my assistant, this is my situation. He will say, okay, let me call you back. In 15 minutes, an helicopter will arrive and take you from there.
Wow.
I don't know how he does it, but no matter the situation you're in, he will solve the problem.
Wow.
This is a skill that I want in my company forever.
Yeah.
I want my HR to be able to call him in the middle of the night and say, there's thief in my house. Please, how do I find police? I want my content strategist to be able to tell him, I had an accident. I'm on a bike somewhere. I'm in a ditch somewhere. Help me. I'm not reachable. I'm asleep. He has solved the problem before I wake up. That person has to stay at this company.
Yeah.
So you want to take my money, you can have it, but you stay here. And you go nowhere.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But you see,
Do you understand?
A lot of small businesses or startups
Right?
would try to find, okay, you know what, I still want the best,
But I
I
can't
want
pay.
to pay you shit, and then I still don't want you to leave.
You will get shit. You cannot get the best out of that person because they're never going to give you their best.
Okay, so let's address, so I want to address something particular that is common among startups.
Right?
And this is the phrase, oh, why startup, so things are going to be different, it's fast-paced and this and that. And then you realize what they call different is not necessarily...
It's more work.
Not even more work, funny enough. It's just a lot more rude and demeaning behavior.
Oh, okay.
And then you can shout at your staff and scream at them and treat them like crap and say, oh, you have to enjoy it because we're a startup.
Oh my God, no.
And a lot of startups do that.
Oh my God, no. So we hardly ever have disagreements at Kagan Tech, mostly because we're friends. And I think even though I'm friendly with everybody, there's a certain level of respect there. I think throughout the time we've had Kagan Tech and so many employees, there's only been one time I've had to raise my voice. Just one time. And even after that one time, I apologized. Right? Because that's not how I lead. As a leader, you're supposed to be able to get out of the way. When you delegate to people,
True.
trust them.
True.
If they get it wrong, let them get it wrong. Let HR query them. But just trust them and let them do it. And I find that that works most of the time. You give them guidance. You correct them because obviously they don't know everything. Neither do you. And I'm learning very quickly now even that when you hire people who are smarter than you in certain departments, it makes your company grow farther and faster.
Yes.
Like you just exponential. You be in a bull run all the time. Right? Because of this, we don't have many problems. When people have problems, they are open to come to me and tell me that this is the situation. If they are not, HR is smaller than me. She's cuter. She's kinder. They can go and tell her.
Nicer.
And then she will bring it to me, right? So it makes everything easy. Nobody is really stressed all the time. But I feel like that work environment doesn't exist for a lot of people.
Yeah.
For most companies, they feel like HR is there to protect the company's interests, not to protect them or to make them have a better experience. But that's not what we do at Kagan Tech. I cannot tell people how to run their businesses. I'm just telling you how I run my own business.
Yeah,
We are a very
a
small
lot of
business.
small
We don't have a lot
businesses
of
should
money,
try that.
but at least we do our best all the time.
Okay.
So, one more question.
Okay.
And especially this is for funding, right?
Okay.
I have experienced small businesses who get funding, national, international funding, and then I don't want to say they scammed the public. I'll just say they messed it up, right?
Oh my God.
And you see, when they are giving advice and you hear them talk, you can kind of indirectly see the subtle. All you have to do is get the funding, and then a lot of people are adopting that. And now in the tech
Get the
space,
funding,
yeah,
blow the funding, then just
start another thing.
and then yes,
Yeah,
it's
and a
normal.
lot of new businesses are doing the same. They're not, it's recycling.
Yes.
And you see one person, this is the third one
That is
they've
doing,
raised funding
yes.
for, and it's becoming a thing.
Yes, it
and
is.
it's giving Africans and Nigeria a name.
A name, yes.
How do we stop that?
I mean, I cannot. I'm not the one that has the funding. It's the people that have the money that can stop giving it to crazy people.
If we say they should stop giving it, we all suffer.
Who is
Because
we?
they are
I'm not
people
suffering.
who
No.
have- And that's you now,
I don't-
Kagan.
who is
you,
we?
You don't need funding.
Who is
You
Tanya
don't
we?
need funding. If I start a small business now, I know I need funding.
Okay.
The good thing is I have some sort of a relationship with you. I can come and say, "Kagan, come and say,
LOL.
you need to
Okay,
start."
let's actually talk about that funding thing from the beginning. First off, any business that starts out with funding, I don't trust you. First off, here's the reason. I have a very interesting relationship with debt. I don't like debt. A lot of people believe that, I mean, debt can be good in certain circumstances. You know, you can use debt to make more money and so on and so forth. There's no risk of your own money. But if you can't risk your own money, why should I trust your business? Why should I trust your business? You're starting a business and the first thing you're looking for is somebody. It's fishy to me. Like, I need you to try first.
Yeah.
Test the market, see that your product is viable.
Yeah.
Then now start thinking of Series A, Series B, whatever the case. Or you're going for YC, whatever the case. Another thing that a lot of people who are constantly looking for funding don't understand is the reason their business failed is because they got funding. I'm heavy on conspiracy theories, not the crazy ones. But I have this theory that tells me that if so many businesses in Africa were not taking funding from all these white people, right, so many of them would have survived. I feel like people like Zuckerberg and so many others have come together and formed all these venture capitalists, and then they fund you, and then when they see you're about to succeed, they turn off the tap. That's what I believe. I believe that they genuinely exist to give you the money to see if you can actually do what you said you would do. And once they see that you can, that's competition. That's a threat. Get rid of it. That's what I would do. That's why I know that somebody else is probably doing it. Because I am diabolical. I will do it. If I hear that another person is building another tech content creation business like my own, and they are going to have their own Reboot TV, and their own Kagan Tech, and their own HR, and their own this, and they're actually doing it well, I will first hire all their staff one by. Yes, I will do. I'm a wicked. I will do it.
Hired the entire finance department of a competitor
One
day and took them out.
Do it. Let them suffer. My salary is late for 3 months first. Let everybody understand that they are not who they said they are. Spoil their name.
So
Is dog eat dog world.
So
Dog
we should just
bootstrap. Yes, after you've bootstrapped and then you've achieved something tangible, if you now go into the market and say you want funding, your options are even no longer limited. You're not coming from a place of I have a good product. And like the product is working. I want to do you a favor by letting you in. So you invest in and you get so back. This is equity, this is profit returns, this is profit margin, this is that. You show them real numbers, not wishful thinking. That's how I do business. If you come to me and say I should fund your business, for example, I want to see what you've been doing. You can't just be giving me wishful. Okay, what if I now give you the funding and you can't do what you said? I've lost money. But these venture capitalists are very willing and able and interested in losing money constantly because they are not actually really losing money. That's what I'm saying. That's the gambit.
It's a game plan.
Yes, they are not losing money. The money was there for the purpose of making sure your business doesn't work. And you took it.
Okay, I want to go back a little. Something you said about how you run your own organization.
Right.
And I mean, you've said so much about how you have some of the best hands on your team.
Yes, I do.
Now, for the purpose of businesses out there too, who are looking into getting some of the best hands, maybe even getting some of your own people, I don't know.
All the best. All the best. All the best.
How were you able to narrow down to know that this is someone?
Okay. First things first, I don't hire with a CV.
Okay.
You can ask anybody, they will tell you. I have never... My content strategy is sitting in front of me. Sometimes I forget what university she attended. The way that I hire people is I find their talent.
Okay.
Right? When I find their talent, I think about it and see if I can make something out of it or make it better. Okay. If I can help them grow. If I can help them grow, it means I can help myself grow. Because if that talent belongs to me, then I can monetize it.
Okay.
Another thing I try to do is I don't hire people who have worked for other companies in Nigeria. I hire them fresh out of university.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So straight out of NYSC, not yet even doing NYSC, you come and do your NYSC with us and then you stay. Because I don't want the system to destroy your creativity.
Okay.
The beauty and your imagination, all those crazy ideas, like a ridiculous proposal where we spend several millions of naira to propose for lie just to promote a product. Right?
Wow.
Those kind of ideas, they die once you've done 9 to 5 in Lagos long enough. They will perish. What kind of person? Okay, think about this. You've seen my rate card. Currently, I think my cross-platform video is like 2.15 million. Fantastic. That video cost me more than 3 million naira to make. So what could the brand have paid me that would have made it okay to spend that kind of money on that one video? And I still have to make several videos for the same brand. So think about it. No staff is going to think, oh, we're only making 1 million from this. Why would my Oga ever agree to spend 4 million naira executing it? But we executed it, and because we executed it well, the money we're now going to make will probably now be times 100 of what we should have made. Because I believed in somebody's idea and because I caught them young before Nigeria happened to them. Makes all the difference. Yes. It does Go on. So many people are getting out of universities with so many dreams, and they have such beautiful minds, but they will never find jobs. And by the time they eventually find the job, the dream has died. It's not rubbish job. It's data entry or something.
That's the problem. The trend now is you're done with school.
Right.
You've worked for a bit. Just save enough money to get out of the country.
I advise it. Please go. Run. Run far. Nigeria is a dream killer. Run, please, I beg you in the name of God. Run.
There are companies like yours.
Your
Run.
business is thriving in Nigeria.
There are companies like yours.
Not everybody's like me. Not everybody's like me.
It's part of
I thrive in chaos. No, wait. Some people were different.
Okay.
Right? Nigerian politicians, for example, they are built different. I was built for them.
I was built for them.
Do you understand? I don't want to do politics. I have no interest in it. But there's no bast they will bring that will not find Ikogbos. I'm ready like mad. I'm not going. Now we gotta get this Nigeria. So I have prepared myself from the beginning, and I've set up my life in a way that no matter what happens to the economy of Nigeria, I will always profit from it. It's not, and I'm very thankful to God to have the grace to be able to do that. It's not a grace that everybody possesses, right? Where one natural disaster or one crazy thing happening or one policy passing from your entire business going away. Pure water business has already died in Lagos now. Nylon bag business has died just overnight, gone, because somebody decided no more nylons in Lagos State, right? But you see me, I'm the kind of person that thrives in those types of chaoses. Because if you want to make a legislation for your friend so that your friend will make money, me and your friend will gather and make the money. I don't. We join hands and we make it one way or the other. Not everybody is for that. So if you know you are not for it, you cannot do weary. But passport law. Go to visa office, sleep there, bring mat. Wait overnight, collect your passport and run. Even if it's visiting visa, go and visit and marry somebody. My dear, do romance fraud.
That's the thing, right? Because I traveled recently, and then my friends were like, they didn't think I was going to come back.
Oh, really?
I have a visitor's visa, and they didn't think I was going to come back.
Right.
And when I got back,
did you tell them you were rich?
So it's not. I'm not rich.
Oh, okay.
I'm far from broke, but I'm not rich.
Fidevi?
For me, I don't necessarily think I have to leave the country to make it.
Of course.
Yeah. I have all my siblings have left, so I get that.
Okay.
For them, it works.
Right.
For me, I still
believe in Nigeria.
No, I don't. I believe in my ability to work and make money in Nigeria,
right,
without stressing myself.
Right.
And anywhere I work, they know. We see, as long as the work is fun, you get me working till 2 a.m. I'm fine. As long as I'm having fun. Beautiful. So, I don't necessarily think you have to leave the country. I just feel like we need to build more businesses that are Nigerian sustainable.
Yes, Nigerian sustainable is hard though.
Exactly.
Because if you think about it, running a business, okay, electricity is already costing you almost everything you're making in a month.
Yeah.
Feeding your staff. Okay, here's another great thing, right? About
wait.
No. Here's another thing about a great work environment that a lot of people don't know. For women especially, the fastest way to their heart is their stomach. And I have a lot of women working for me, right?
I thought that was true for men.
It's true for men too, but women especially, because they are always the ones feeding people.
Wow.
Right? They don't expect you to feed them.
Oh, okay.
You can ask my staff, anyone who is on site working on the day, if you manage to make it to work, around 12:30, I will come into the office and I'll ask, would you like to eat? Do you want snacks or do you want food? I'm going into town to go get food. When they say what they want, and then, oh please, I'm buying me a drink too. Oh, I'm buying me juice too. Oh, I'm buying me kunu. Oh, I'm buying me this. Yes. And I will have that written down. I will check my phone. I will collect everything. I'll buy it. I'll bring it. I'll tell them there's food in the kitchen or there's food on the table.
Places, right?
Even if they are sending me to different places, I will get the food because they love me. Look, one person's hand is like this since. You don't see, that's love. She doesn't have to be doing this. She doesn't have to be doing this, but she chooses to do this. Okay, I was traveling to come for this podcast, and she was like, "Oh, I would love to come to Lagos with you." She just wants to come on the trip with me. Doesn't know if she's going to have to sleep in the boot. Doesn't know if I'm going to be able to make provisions or plans for her. But she just knows as long as she's with her boss, she's fine.
So let me ask a question, right? And I'm going to be very vague.
Right.
But I have seen you take jobs and say, BC, I'm not doing any less than $5,000.
Okay.
And I've brought you and said, Kagan, I have this.
I only have 500K, and I'll say okay.
And he says okay.
Yes.
What informs your? I know that yes, okay, I'm nice and all that.
It's not even about you. I like you. You have access to bring me those jobs. If it was someone random sending me the email telling me, oh, this is how much I have, would ignore. Do you understand? But you got the access to bring it to me in the first place. Now, the reason why I might take $5,000 from a brand minimum, or I'll take 500,000 naira, or even 100,000 naira from another brand, is what the brand is doing. Yeah. If your product is helping people, you're helping with tech education, you're helping people with their car insurance, you're helping people solve a problem, you're helping people prevent theft, you're helping people protect their families at night when nobody is there to protect them, a quick hotline for law problems when they bash your car, helpful things. I do not care if you're paying me the money, because I would probably do that video for free anyway. If you see my content, my primary content is helpful content. I want to talk about AI tools that students can use. I want to talk about an AI tool that can solve this problem for you. I am a problem solver. So if your business is already solving problem, you have me halfway. You just need to get me through the line. So that you're already paying me is a bonus, and you say, oh, we just need you to do this for us. Okay, cool. Should I send my account number? No time. We get on with it. We'll do the video immediately. It doesn't take me more than 3 minutes to make a video. It doesn't take me 3 minutes. Like, we don't script. That's the beautiful thing. You tell me now that we need the video, but what's the time now? This is almost 3 p.m. We're at 20 minutes to 3. You tell me now that you need the video by 3 p.m. I'm going to see it in the next 120 seconds. The video is ready. The editor probably wants to make it fancy. Put some memes, put some nice effects. Maybe we'll take another 15-20 minutes. By 3, that video will be in your inbox. That's how we work. As long as it's something I believe in, I don't need to be cramming anything because I believe in the product. I will just tell you the truth. Okay, I found this AI tool that does this and does that. I found this website that solves this problem for you, and I will say it, and the jokes will come naturally because I am not lying. You see those people that have to write script for 3 days, and then they will review, send it back. Then they will not change it, they adjust it. Oh, Leniwa. It's because it's only about the money. They don't actually believe in the product. If they did, they would be able to speak coherently without having to prepare and reading a 3,000 word script. Why? Who are you lying to? Did they bomb me today? No, for real. You know this is the truth. If you believe in something and you're telling the truth, why are you stuttering?
Okay, Kagan. Still on that track here. I want us to talk about how it's a fast-paced world.
Yes.
You operate in the tech space.
Yes.
I feel like, and I think I speak for a lot of businesses when I say it is not easy adapting to the pace at which the world is going. As far as, I mean, you've mentioned how you talk about how tools, AI tools can help people, help businesses, and you know, even students and all of that. How can businesses be properly positioned to ensure that they're able to adapt to this
fast-paced world?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you something now. I made a joke when I first got here before we started rolling. I said I don't do anything anymore. I just hire people who are smarter than me, and I let them figure it out. See, I'm already too old now to keep in touch with TikTok and what is trending. I don't know it. I cannot know it. I'm busy. By the time you are starting to doom scroll on your TikTok, 8 p.m. I'm past my bedtime. Do you understand? But I've hired somebody who is on that TikTok and knows all the trending sounds and which place to go and click, creator something, and then your video will go viral. They have figured it out for me. They will just come to work the next morning and say, have you seen this thing? I'll say, what's that? Okay, this is where I will press. Then I will press this one. I will now use hashtag. And I will post, and true, it will go viral. Let other people figure it out for you if you can't, and pay them well. It's not that. I'll tell you another fun fact, and this is going to sound like a lie, but HR is going to corroborate the statement. Since Kagan Tech began, Kagan Tech, the company, has not been able to objectively afford to pay me a salary.
Wow.
Everybody gets paid 23rd of every month. Always. But I have not gotten one salary like this.
HRY.
They still eat my money, As I told you, we were just coming from Korean restaurant. One day, a few hundred and something thousand. One day, they chop it, clean out.
Wow.
I still don't get a salary. And I'm completely comfortable with it. My people are happy.
Money now.
It's not about that though. My people are happy. They're producing. They're happy with the growth, and we're going like this. Otito. Eventually, the company is going to be so big that my salary will be so large, then they will not be able to complain. If I'm collecting 20 million per month, did they bond them where to talk?
Because when I
didn't collect money for 3 years, do you help me? Do you borrow me 50k?
Fair enough.
When that time comes, I will also be enjoying it, and you will enjoy your job and your salary, and everybody will be happy.
Okay.
Sacrifice now, enjoy later. I have time.
Yeah. I think that has always been the plan for you.
Definitely.
The long term.
The long game, yes.
Okay, so I said this initially, and I want to come back to it now.
Okay.
Walk us through your story. So
wow.
it looks like it sounded to me like
success.
No. It sounded to me like you were able to put certain things in place, solid stuff, and that's why you're able to to treat your staff right now. You're able to do certain things without considering who gets hurt or who gets offended or gets insulted. That's why you're able to say, hold your money, I'm not interested.
Yes,
in your money.
I will do whatever video I want when I want.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But there has to have been down times, like times when you were
back in the days I was broke. Now I've drunk Gary before.
Yeah,
now
please.
If you see my photo from university, I had 8 packs. So
Please
don't use this pot belly to deceive yourself. I was
with a friend that went to school with.
I was slim as hell. I was broke.
Please, we need to throw in the picture.
If you can find it though, I cannot give you.
I know where to get it.
If you can find it, all the best. If you can find it, all the best. But like, obviously everybody started somewhere.
Yeah.
As recently as 2017, I had some downtime. I remember I came back to Nigeria. I lost a bunch of money in an investment. I got scammed, and I had like 300,000 naira left to do something. I spent 200k on a camera. I remember it was a Nikon D3200. And then I bought lights, I bought mic, I bought all these things to start a YouTube channel. I did YouTube for 7 years, didn't get anything out of it.
Wow.
And I was consistent every day. Full production, full length videos on YouTube every single day.
What were you surviving on?
I have work.
Okay.
I have work of my hand.
Okay.
You need to have work in your hand. You cannot just be jobless and say I'm content creator. You will drink Gary.
But that's what's happening now.
Yes,
Like,
unfortunately,
and
everybody just thinks, and that's another problem. Content creators lie a lot. I can get my phone from HR now and check how much I've made from TikTok. I've been on TikTok for like 3 years.
Okay.
I can check how much I've made on TikTok since I started TikTok, and I promise you it's not up to 25,000 naira.
What?
The money is there. I've never touched it.
As in
It's there.
naira or dollar?
Naira. 25,000. It's not up to.
Okay,
it's
so
probably like
I
17 or 18k.
Content creators lie a lot.
They lie a lot because
it's not what we're saying.
they believe in that fake it till you make it, right? So they want you to believe they are making money that they don't really have. There are content creators online that don't repeat clothes. They can't afford to not repeat clothes, but they don't repeat clothes.
I say this.
They exist.
And I you see, I'm a very realistic person. I say, oh, I'm not rich, but I'm far from broke. But I also know that you cannot push me to spend my money on something that I know
You
that
didn't buy.
You get, that I know you didn't buy. And we're talking about earlier on the show that you cannot outbuy an influencer.
You can't.
Especially
Because they are not buying anything.
You
Okay.
especially restock influencers.
Beautiful example would be people who are trying to buy every single phone I have. I got into Lagos yesterday.
Yeah.
Samsung just released their S25 series,
Okay.
S25 Plus and Ultra. 3 phones that together is like 8 million naira. I didn't pay for any. My assistant went upstairs, came downstairs with all my units. They even give me another 3 units for another influencer. And somebody somewhere is upset and fighting God and trying to steal money so that they can buy the same phones because Kagan asked them. You are doing yourself. I didn't pay a dime for. I may get 100 phones every year.
Yeah.
I didn't buy a single one.
But I see small businesses that say, okay, they want to prioritize content creation for their business, and then they need the best phones and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, I get that there are phones that can do everything.
Right?
But if you have an iPhone XR,
You can do
you
content.
can do content.
I agree.
It's one thing to say to them,
Something
Is
to
that-
actually show them. Because they're like,
Yeah.
oh, but you are using 16 Pro Max.
do you get?
Yeah, but see, you can't think like that. You have to tell them, but I used to use the XR. So I'll give you a perfect answer to something like that, right? Every time I'm telling people, start where you are. Use the phone you have. Use the window as your light. Use this, use that. You're like, you can say that now. He's a billionaire. He has all this money. Okay, great. Go to my YouTube channel. Arrange the videos in ascending order and look at where I started. Watch my first 10
Did you
videos.
remove them?
I have never deleted a video.
Wow.
No matter how bad, no matter how embarrassing, no matter how ugly it looked, I left it there so that when that 14-year-old boy sends me an email and he wants to give up, go and check it. See how terrible that video was. Is your video now that bad? The video you're making now is not far better than that. So keep going. Eventually, you will just suddenly see one day your quality would be better than mine. You will be bigger than I am. You will have achieved way more. Even you might even see me outside and knock me because my time has passed. You can never know tomorrow. So just stick. This is why I was saying consistency makes all the difference. You're going to learn ways to make it better. Okay, another fine example is, I was talking about this on another podcast today. You don't have a tripod, you can't afford it. I made a video about this using 4 pegs as a tripod.
Oh wow.
We all have pegs now. You don't need to wash clothes.
Actually.
4 pegs and you have a tripod.
Wow.
Done.
Wow.
So it's not until you have 50,000 naira to buy Yonteng VC888 before you can make your videos now, my dear. John now. Like seriously. Do the best you can with what you have. Wow. And soon you get your first brand deal, even if it's 50k. You split it into 2. Take 20k, buy tripod. Next you buy LED lights. Before you know it, you upgrade LED light to this your expensive. Is this Amaran or I don't know which one this one is. You buy expensive light that is using small generator on the floor. That's how you start. That's how you start. See you people now, you're shooting with 3 Sony cameras. One is on top of gimbal. One is on top of. You are living the life. Some people cannot afford these. That's yes, they can't. But they still make their content and it's really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes all you need, okay, you can't afford a good setup and a fancy space like this. Carry your phone and go outside. My friend Asha Kain records all his phones with a 14 Pro Max and a Rode mic attached to it. Yeah, I've never seen a video on his page that didn't do 2 million views. Phone. All he needs is one person to hold it and follow him around. He just does kind things. And the brands bring the money. And he's cashing out. It's that simple. Find another way or a creative way to get it done. I'm sure when Asha started, he says this all the time, that his first microphone, I gave it to him, right? He wanted to be making talking head table videos. It was very funny. He was a comedian almost, right? But he didn't pursue it because he knew his art was not there. And he found another thing that he was doing and he started doing it, did it more. Now he's one of the biggest influencers in the country. Even me, I'm standing next to Asha in my own city that I brought him to. They don't recognize me. They say I should push. They gave me phone to snap them. No, really. Inside ShopRite. This happened in real life. I have the video on my phone. I was even insulting him in that video saying, come and tell them what you just said, that I gave you your first mic. You know, I was making a joke about that. They told me to please help us snap. Asha, oh my God. Oh, I did. Look at, I'm always giving. Balogun give, best in giving. Balogun give away. You see that? I didn't even know that.
Wow.
Consistency. I'm such a giver that I've even give away to somebody in this room. Giving away, you know? Beautiful.
What is left is just for you to give out, you know, some
final thoughts.
Advice at this point.
To a struggling, and I say struggling because to a struggling small brand or business.
Consistency. Don't give up. So here's the thing, like I said, I wouldn't advise you to keep doing the same thing year in, year out all the time and expecting a different result. That might be foolishness. You do have to learn from your mistakes and what's not working and pivot, right? We've seen a lot of comedians, and I really hate to do this because I don't like to call people out, but you've seen a lot of comedians come, they are out for a while, and then they disappear.
Even musicians.
Yes, but then you've also seen some comedians come and then they stayed. Right? You've seen creators come and then they stayed. There was a time when there was a pandemic of people tying microphone to table, wearing cap, saying, come closer. iPhone users, Android users. All those people were doing it because Kagan was doing it and it was blowing up. After Kagan stopped doing that, they had nothing else to do. And then they faded away into oblivion. What you want to do is make sure you have a voice of your own and you continue to pivot and metamorphosize, change, osmosize, whatever the word is, just continue to grow, right? When I realized that iPhone tips and Android tips and all that was done, we all realized it at the same time. I was already doing AI tools and helping students and helping everybody. They couldn't keep up anymore. By the time they finally get to the AI tools, which they've started getting to, I've already started proposing on the internet and going viral. By the time they start proposing, maybe I will start killing cow on the internet, or I will start, we don't know what I will be doing. Maybe I'll be flying airplane. We don't know. I continue to move and change and grow. If you stay one place and you expect it to, you will die.
Yeah.
If you don't grow, you will die.
Yeah.
So continue to never negotiate stagnation. Like, oh, it's just for a while. I'm just here for a while. It's the one thing I hate the most. This is one of the things where I felt like 2024 was a failure for me. I only grew by like 100,000 followers on each platform. That to me felt like stagnation. Which is why this year, you see this January and February, it's like, what's going on with this guy? So it seems like I'm angry and I'm everywhere. It's because I ate the fact that I felt like I was stagnant in 20. Even though I grew, I felt stagnated. Stagnation is not something I will ever endure or tolerate. Not from myself, not from my staff, not from my family, not from my friends. If I see you stagnating, I will do something about it. If you are not agreeing, I will remove you from my life.
Wow.
We have to grow together, because if one person in the friends group is the only one that is making it, all of you will seem like a burden to me now.
Yeah.
When I buy my G-Wagon, let's all buy it and do boys trip and come out in black agbada. Do you understand? Is it men's trip? Let's all wear it together. It has to be that way. That's the only way that you can get it right or do it properly. Never stagnate. Don't allow yourself to stagnate. Always move forward. Do not negotiate growth. Do not be scared of failure. Fail as much as you can. Try new things until you find what works.
Wow, that's so profound. Thank you so much, Kagan. I mean, this has
You're very welcome.
Of back to back to back.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you.